You know, guys, there's a question, a serious question that's been haunting me ever since I drove this brand spanking new Ford F-150 with the 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost at the launch. And that is, if it were my money, would I get this truck or would I get the brand spanking new 2.7 liter EcoBoost twin turbo? And today, using the power of technology, we're gonna try to answer that question in a TFL truck virtual mega mashup Ike Gauntlet run. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the screen and we're gonna split it into 4 quarters just like this. And we're gonna go up the Ike Gauntlet in this truck and compare it to the 2.7 that we ran a few months ago. And we're gonna find out which of these 2 trucks is worth your hard-earned money. And that is coming up right now on the Fast Lane Truck.
This F-150 with a 331 axle ratio is rated to tow 10,700. We're only towing 7,500 pounds with our loaded trailer, so we're well under the capacity of this truck. The maximum payload on this truck is 2,020.
Under the hood of this brand spanking new F-150 is the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost that puts out 365 horsepower and 420 pound-foot of torque. It's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission which can power all 4 wheels. The biggest difference between this truck and the outgoing truck is, of course, this. Yes, aluminum. It saves about, according to Ford, 700 pounds, but you know what? The 2.7 is also made of aluminum, so at least construction-wise, it's a wash. So Kent, this is a virtual tow-off. Go for it, punch it, man. I've got my new stopwatch on my Apple Watch right here.
Oh, you got an Apple.
I do have an Apple Watch, and we started right there. We started. See, started the stopwatch, and I know I started the stopwatch, but really it's not about time. And let's just talk about the elephant in the room right now, Kent. And the elephant in the room is that we have to do this at the speed limit, which we always do. But the manufacturers, and it's not just Ford now, it's pretty much everybody, their engines have become so powerful, right, that we cannot get enough grade or we couldn't get enough weight legally to be able to actually make this a timed run.
That's right. I was kind of surprised when we started here that I didn't spin my tires. This 3.5, you know, is a twin turbo monster, but it's a 331 rear end axle. Maybe that's part of it. It wasn't geared low enough to really give me a quick start.
That's a weird ratio.
Yeah, it is. And for fuel mileage, I mean, it still doesn't give you that great of fuel mileage. I'm surprised there too.
Yeah, you know, coming up here, we got a total of 8.8 mpg.
Right.
But we reset it, so we'll let you know at the top of the hill what we're getting going up the hill. That's one of the comparisons we can use. Now, if you look on your screen, hopefully if we do this right, you'll be seeing the 3.5 EcoBoost on the left side of your screen. So we're going to compare this one to the 2.7, and the reason we're doing that is because really I want to know which one of these 2 to buy, right? The 2.7 is all new.
Yeah.
And the question is it worthy of a towing rig? Now, what I was saying at the very beginning was we really can't do timing as a way to indicate, well, this guy's...
He's got both flashing.
Yeah, we really can't do timing as a way to indicate the performance because both of these trucks, literally both of them, will easily go faster than the speed limit. And the reason for that is because the limiter now, right, the thing that determines how much you can tow is no longer the amount of power the engine produces, but it's the brakes, it's the chassis, and it's the suspension.
Yes.
So this truck, all the numbers here, let's talk numbers to numbers. So this truck has a limit of 10,700. So that's the maximum towing capacity of the way that it's configured. The 2.7 that we tested a few months ago, that was 7,600. So 3,000 pounds essentially difference.
Yeah, and we're towing 7,500 pounds on this trailer and payload. So, you know, we're very close to what we were. We're probably 200 pounds heavier than we did with the 2.7. And, you know, we were closer to the capacity of 2.7. We're 3,000 pounds under the capacity of this one. So
Now you drove both. How does this feel going up this mountain?
Well, that's what I was talking about there. I wasn't spinning the tires. To me, I don't know why, I think that 2.7 seemed to accelerate better. And I don't know, because it was at the higher RPM, naturally, because it's the maximum payload. Being at that higher RPM may have made it feel faster than this, because we're running a little like 3,200 RPM. We're above peak torque power, which both of them have peak torque real low, under 3,000 RPM. But, to me, I think that 2.7 felt faster.
Yeah, and it has to do with axle ratios too. This is a 3.31 and that was a 3.55, so it's a different axle ratio. And yeah, guys, in the perfect world, we would have the same configuration, we would have the same axle ratio, we would have the same everything, but getting trucks to be that competitive and that perfect is all but impossible. We've tried it, it's hard, so we have to make do with what we're given. In this case, we have a different axle ratio, and in fact, we have a different truck. What we don't have that's different is what we're towing, right? We're towing the same thing, which was the old Bronco. This one's just a little bit heavier, 200 pounds, because Ken, what'd you do to it? You put some batteries on that thing?
Battery and that spare tire and welded some stuff on.
Not that it's going to make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to do a difference. And that's what I'm saying about this truck. To me, it seems like actually the most sluggish of the EcoBoosts that I've ever driven. I'm not sure why. I don't get the same power. Same with grade shifting coming down the hill. I didn't think this grade shifted as well, and part of that because of that axle ratio. It's not letting the RPMs go up there to give you good engine braking. So I'm a little disappointed right now in how this is performing.
All right, it could have to do with the fact that this is the top, the very top of the line.
Yes.
Ford F-150 with the 3.5. We've got the King Ranch package, right?
Yeah, I love the King Ranch. Love it.
We've got the FX4 off-road package.
Right.
We've got every bit of technology that could stuff in this. So we've got lane keep, blind assist, right, which tells you if there's somebody in your blind spot. We've got heated and cooled seats. We've got, get this, Ken. Oh. Tommy's been doing this to me. I won't do it to you now because it'll probably massage your balls, but we've got massaging seats.
Oh, do it now. That's one way to keep you awake on the road, let me tell you.
This is the only truck I think that has massaging seats, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of vibrating other things, but that lane departure is a vibrating on General Motors. But yeah, this
also vibrates if you go up there.
It does?
Yeah, it'll vibrate the steering wheel.
Oh my goodness, you can really get excited in this truck. This is cool. But my favorite option that this has is adaptive cruise control.
Yep.
Oh, I love that. You lock it in the car in front of you, and it speeds up and slows down by itself. It's wonderful.
But I'm having fun, right? But the point is, there's a lot of weight in this truck because all these creature comforts and technology and driving aids, they had a lot of weight.
Yeah, they do.
So while we have 420 pound-foot of torque, we've also got a heck of a lot of truck that we're pulling up. Now, what has not added weight is, of course, the fact that this is aluminum, but the 2.7's aluminum too.
Yes, same shell.
But you're exactly right. This feels a little bit, heavy's not ponderous, these are wrong words. It feels a little bit more sedate. That 2.7, man, that thing was like a jackrabbit.
Oh, it was. And that was a super cab. This is a crew cab, so there has to be 1,500 pounds difference between the trucks.
I think you put your finger on it.
Yeah,
but that thing was like a bullet. And when we did the video with Nathan where we did a drag race, basically, I think the 2.7 actually was even faster than the 3.5.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
It also has to do with the way it's geared, right? The way that the power comes in. But you have to admit, it's amazing that a 2.7 liter twin turbo can tow almost as well as a 3.5 twin turbo. What we're not doing, which is the other elephant in the room, is we're not comparing this to a V8.
Yes, that's true. And being turboed, it's beating the V8s in the mountains. It's a little different story on flat land at the sea level. But this rascal, that 2.7, I don't know what size fuel tank that has, but this has only a 23-gallon tank. Maybe they thought they would save some weight there, but 23-gallon tank? What in the world is that all about? That's an option. They had to actually put that in option package. It's not normal. The normal one's bigger. Why would you option down?
But right now we're getting 3.3 miles to the gallon, so that means it's almost like a joke, right? You have to stop about every 60 miles.
Yeah. What is that? I don't understand.
To fill up. But we're getting to the top of the Ike Gauntlet. How has it felt? Once again,
I don't know. It makes noise when it accelerates, but you don't feel that.
Like the noise people say it sounds like a V8.
Yeah, that's what I hear, that they've done something that it does sound a little more deep. It's a deeper tone to me.
Augmented, Ken.
Augmented, yes.
What you're hearing is not real. It's
that's what those are called. Augmented.
Yes. Well, yes. It's sound that is enhanced to make it sound like a V8, but in fact, it is done through the magic of technology and not through the magic of Ford.
I had to pass somebody.
Yeah, you're doing great, dude. Okay, let me go to the stopwatch. I'm going to turn off the stopwatch now and get the time, get the official time as soon as I can get there. Oh, not stop the stopwatch. There's a stopwatch. Stop. There it is. 7.42. 7.42 going up the Ike Gauntlet, and I think I hit that maybe 2 seconds late because I'm playing around with my watch.
You know.
But let's say 7.4. And like I said, the time is not really relevant. It's really what's the difference between the two trucks.
Like a decent time, though.
Oh, it's a very fast time.
Yeah.
It's a very fast time, and it was a clean run.
Yeah, it's. We were in a big crowd of cars. We were all driving the speed limit. I just had to pass somebody, so I did right there at the end. I'm still only going right under 60 miles an hour.
And now I just checked, we're at 3.4. I think we may be 3.3, but right around there going up the Ike Gauntlet. So, the question I started this video with was, this truck costs $61,000.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that, $61,000. You can get a very nicely loaded heavy duty or super duty if you're a Ford fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right for that?
Yeah.
2.7, $47,000.
Yeah, 47. I'm
$14,000 difference.
As a second truck, I'm thinking about that one because that one makes a lot of sense to me. It's fun to drive.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah. But let's say you're towing more than 7,600.
You got to have something bigger, and this is. There's nothing wrong with this truck. I mean, this has got all the power in the world. We've always loved the 3.5.
All right, Kent, here's a hard question for you. $61,000 for this 3.5 liter EcoBoost. $47,000 for the 2.7 liter EcoBoost we previously tested. If it were your money, what would you get?
How much was this?
$61,000.
$61,000?
It's a lot of smack, man. A lot of smack for a pickup.
I would probably have to go with a Super Duty 250.
You'd go with the heavy duty truck.
$61,000.
Yeah. For my money, I think I go with the 2.7 because you know what? Sure, this can tow more, but the 2.7 will do 90% of what this will do. And it saves you, almost, $15,000 or so, just under?
And that 2.7's a race car. That sucker goes.
It goes. As always, this is Roman.
And Kent.
Saying thanks for watching this TFL Truck Virtual Mega Mashup. Remember, check out tfltruck.com for more news, views, and everyday real-world reviews. See you next time. Ciao. Yes, indeed, a horse trailer. And you know what that means? It's time for another TFL Extreme Ike Gauntlet towing test. Except today, we've got something very special indeed. We've got this brand spanking new Cadillac Escalade, or do you call it a Slade? But what's even more special is we're gonna do a virtual mega tow off. What's a virtual mega tow off? Well, we're gonna take the screen, we're gonna split it into 4 quarters, and we're gonna directly compare this to 3 other competing trucks.